going. Let's go. Let's head on out. We're doing some arts today. Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, good grief. I really need to get a new, I need to get a new mouse pad, because this one is making a giant mess of my desk. I don't like that. Anyways, let's get to drawing some of these things. If you're in the United States, happy 4th and all that stuff. As for me, I already had Canada Day on Saturday, so I already did my fireworks. They were very neat. They were super duper neat. Since I am in Canada, I'm not fucking fireworks today. So if you're not, watch this silly drawing. This is kind of a... It's the me! Hello! Thank you for coming! Yeah, things are going pretty well. It's been a pretty decent day today. I gotta get back to work tomorrow. We've had this long 4-day weekend. It's over! And now I gotta get back to Ruff's tomorrow. There's so much work still to do on this episode. Ah! But, hopefully we'll find out soon when it's all due. That'd make a difference. And, no, this is a capybara. This was kind of a weird request on, or request, just one of the, you know, Tumblr asks. Somebody, asked for a Jebel and a capybara, but capybaras are notoriously very chill. So, it's like, capybara is unbothered by Jebel's chaos. You cannot break capybara's calm spirit, even with all the chaos. Capybaras are pretty cool. And yeah, I don't think you dragged me down, mostly because I was like, this is just so ridiculous and speculative about stuff. I was like, just okay. It's just okay, be wrong, I guess. I don't know. I'll keep doing what I want to do. Always try and get better. But gotta keep at it. Hello, hello, thank you for coming. Yeah, I figure if you're on the East Coast now, it's 10, so it's pretty late. I was thinking, oh, maybe I can start on the next Deltarune comic, but I can't because the poll is still really close. It's just kind of like within less than 1% of each other. The first two options. Well, I'm sure that other server will hate the first option because it's Chris getting sacrificed to me cold. That's problematic. Can't have problematic things in fiction. That's not allowed. Oh, wow, okay, that's really late here in the UK. That's, well, that's like 7 hours ahead, if I recall correctly from where I am. Shoot, that's like in the middle of the night. I hope you're not staying up too late. Cause I feel like, I'm trying to remember, like, my time zones from when I was in Germany. And, like, whenever I was in Germany, that was 8 hours ahead. So, I think, Great Britain is like 1 hour behind that. I'm not sure. Might also depend where you are in Great Britain for that matter. Or does Great Britain have all the same time zone? I know you got that Greenwich Meridian, but I don't remember the rest. I kind of forgot Jebel's tail. I better put that in. J-tail. Okay, good. Gotta get your sleeves. It's very important. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this too late, probably since stop around at 8:30 or so. Because, again, I gotta get back to work tomorrow. And it's gonna be a lot of roughs. I still have like a, 7.5, 8.5 pages of script left to do. It's quite a bit. These are the longer script than I've had in a while. I've gotten too spoiled. I just realized, sorry, I forgot to text a friend today. I'm gonna have to do that after the stream. I'm trying to make sure I've been texting her every day. So keep in touch. I guess I actually haven't drawn Jebel that much either. He's just a weird little guy. So I don't know why there's a capybara here. There just is. For reasons. I probably should turn down the volume a little bit on this. There we go. So yeah, I've got a bunch of little Tumblr asks to do here. I'm kind of hoping that'll help fill some space, because next Livestream comic will probably be a ways off. I have some scripts ready, but I have not started layouts yet. And if the Meeting Noel one wins, that'll probably be one part that's like 8 or 9 pages. And if the Cult Sacrifice one wins, then that'll probably be 2 parts that are like 6 pages or so. Or like 4 to 6 pages long, so. Either way, it's more than the short one we just recently did. This capybara is, is it capybara or capybara? It is moisturized, unbothered, in its lane. Flourishing. Which, honestly, I wish I could do that. Also, I looked after a friend's cat today. She had to do a thing in the afternoon real quick, and that cat is so sweet. Alright, let's do a little, she wanted to play with a laser pointer. And get treats. And Alfie's is also a good girl today, so it's always good when animals are being their best selves. And that's bothering me right here. Not the animals, that line. Okay. No, not that. Yeah, even if you have to sleep soon, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna save this color for later, so I'm gonna reuse it. It's just easy to do that. I don't know if I should fill in any of those. Well, I guess we can fill in like spades in the club and stuff like that. Won't be too bad. any of y'all have seen pictures or video of capybaras, but they really do be like that. They're just extremely chill animals. Even when other animals are like, pasture, 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 they're like, nah, it's fine. It's all good. And they're also the world's biggest rodent. They're like, they're a big rodent. They're like the size of like, I'm trying to think of a comparison. Kind of the size of like a big Saint Bernard. Like a really big dog or a really small pony. I don't know. Yeah, they're like the size of a large dog, I guess. Or are they that big? Actually, I don't know. I know I've seen them in real life, but it was a long time ago, probably at the zoo. Far down, far away. I've been in the zoo forever. I want to go. I don't think there's a zoo around here, though. There's an aquarium, which I need to go to. Actually, need to go there soon. But I don't think there's a zoo. There's only the fish zoo. They're still good, because fish are awesome. Especially sharks. Sharks are the best. They're my favorite. My favorite. Let's go in and do these guys. Maybe some people find it easier to just do the shading in with the lines, but I actually kind of find it easier to just slap the color down real fast and then like erase away. Also, sorry if there's background noise. I have the air conditioner on because it's going to be hot for these next few days. And it already is, but it's going to get even hotter. So we've got to cool stuff down as much as possible. Like it's getting to that point where on the front door of the apartment building they put up the, here are cooling stations you can go to cool down if you need to, like places around the city where it's cool or air conditioned, because there's some old folks who live here. Not everybody has a home air conditioner because there's no AC built in to the houses here, which is kind of a problem nowadays because it gets hot for it. Okay, here we have a silly capybara doing silly capybara things. Okay, that's one down. Let's go to the other ones. I also have a full page of just some cute stuff going on. Yeah, Temple asked for the drawing. They pretty much said Jebel entertaining a capybara, and that was just so weird. I was like, yeah, sure. And I think it literally is because, again, capybaras are known for being notoriously chill. Thank you for being for continuing on your subscription. Thank you. I super appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to some spooky Deltarune stuff in the future, but tonight it's just cute things. Try to make a backlog of little doodles I can post, because I'm going to be pretty busy with work stuff probably the next few weeks. I'm kind of wondering how cleans are going to go, if cleans are going to be really busy or not. But at least roughs are going to be busy, because it's always the harder part of boards for me. The actual thinking part. Here we have baby Rousey, or kid Rousey with, or no, kid Asriel. Pfft, where did I get my name from? Kid Asriel with Rousey. Which I feel like would be a different relationship than adult Asriel and Rousey. I guess even adult Asriel depends on if we're talking about Deltarune or Undertale, because those are very different for obvious reasons. I love them fluffy boys. They're so fluffy. I feel like Rousey would like, Mini-Me, I will make you some cake. And that's his usual go-to for friendship stuff. I will make you sweet snacks. Just a slice though. Maybe I'll go through and do all the lines, and then we'll go back and do the shading and stuff for them. Just to get them all down. First time ever drawing Ness. I know some other people have like asked for like stuff for Ness, but I don't know, even after playing Earthbound as much as I have, I feel like they don't have the biggest grasp on their personality. So aside from, you know, just a nice kid. It's Sans Undertale. Thanks, Matt Pat. Man, can you imagine if Matt Pat was still doing Deltarune theories? Oh, good grief. We already have enough weird Deltarune theories from the community. Maybe it's a good thing he's sitting it out. I don't know. It was pretty funny. Just kind of funny how it's like taking what is clearly like homages to a game that Toby liked a lot and was inspiration, and being like, this is actually super secret lore. It's like, could just be inspiration, dude. That's the kind of thing that happens quite a bit. Yeah. I try and be like, I try and be nice, but it's like, dude, it doesn't always make the best choices in regards to stuff like that. And I guess it wouldn't be like the worst thing if it was like, you know, most of the kids, most of the people watching like game theory are like kids and stuff like that. I don't know. I've been kind of on a kick lately where I've been watching YouTube videos about FNAF Salt. I don't even know why. I'm just kind of like, like, here, talk to me about dumb stuff in the FNAF fandom. I'm gonna turn off my brain while I listen to that. So of course, Map Pack comes up a bit in that. But he's not by far the worst thing, I'd say. He's just kind of like, okay, dude, you're a little obnoxious. Yeah, I don't keep track of him very much for obvious reasons. Like I watched some theories, like I actually, so way back in the day, I actually did watch all the stuff he said on Deltarune Chapter 1 before I worked on Paper Trail, just to be like, okay, it's not overlapping, is it? And it was not overlapping, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna worry about that then. Especially the whole like it was all just a game they were playing, it wasn't it was a dream, and like that was totally wrong. But again, he's not even relevant since he's not talking about Deltarune anymore. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The thing with Heartbound, that's what got Toby so mad. That's why I'm pretty sure that's why Matt Pat doesn't talk about Deltarune at all anymore, because of what he did talking about Heartbound, and instead making it be out like, oh, this is just like Undertale, and made it all about Undertale, and didn't really talk about the actual game. Which, to be fair, I haven't played it either. Maybe I should play Heartbound. Like, not talking about the actual game or the creator, and instead writing off of Toby's popularity, which honestly, that kind of solidifies also for me that like Toby's just a genuinely good guy, because the thing that was concerning him was like, hey, what's too far here is like you not giving credit where credit is due and just going for the clout kind of thing. That Toby clearly understands like how important it is for indie creators to, you know, get that kind of boost. Yeah, I just realized I'm talking about this and I haven't even played it. Maybe I should put Heartbound on my to play list sometime. Ever growing, but still going to Ghost Trick after I finish Earthbound, which I think we're getting closer. At least from what I hear, we're like, I don't know, maybe 2 to 4 more sessions? Wait, he did? I didn't remember that part. Because I know he didn't, like, give proper credit, but he, like, attacked the creators for that? I don't remember that. Maybe he did. Like, that's not okay, dude. The appropriate response to that is, oh, sorry, I'll make sure to, you know, give proper credit. Not to be like, boo-hoo, you guys are complaining. It's like, guy, come on. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Toby got mad about that, because that's not appropriate. I'd have to look up the full thing. Like, I wasn't following that whole controversy very super close. I kind of heard about it. But if that is the case, that's pretty not okay. Like, come on, dude. I can understand the creators being annoyed about it, because it's like, okay, here's our chance for this big channel to talk about, you know, our game, which, if you're making an indie game, that's usually how you make or break attention for your game, is, you know, you have a theory channel or a let's player, you know, big channels actually, you know, play your game kind of thing. That's how you get attention. And then if that whole bit was ignored in favor of, well, we're going to talk about Undertale some more, then, yeah, honestly, I'd be pretty annoyed too. Now we're going down here. They were playing Wii Sports and Susie got over enthusiastic or something. I don't know why there's Wii Sports in the Dark World. Anything's possible if you use your imagination. Classic Wii Sports accident, exactly. She's like, heck yeah, I win. Through sheer brute strength. I win if the gift is made incapable of continuing to play. I mean, not wrong. Well, maybe a little wrong, but correct enough. Correct enough for Susie's purposes, anyway. Most I'm just like, why is she holding the Wiimote in the wrong hand? Unless, wait, Susie left-handed? What was that, Chris? Because Chris kind of holds their sword with their left hand, don't they? But that's probably done that way just for like ease of like clarity in the sprite. Like sometimes you make artistic choices that are just like, I'm doing this so you can see what's happening, even if it's technically incorrect. That's a thing that happens more often than you'd think, actually. Usually hold their sword with both hands, yeah. That's true. It's like it could be left-handed, or it could be like literally we are positioning the sprite so that we make sure that you can see what's going on, because that is actually important. Especially for a game where you're seeing that character all the time. Okay. I don't even know what game they were playing, but Susie won by default. I was probably going to cut them off. Put the legs there. I didn't want to draw the legs. Sorry, you guys. This is the dark world where you have no legs. As opposed to the dark world that makes you old. For reasons. When you have to draw a line that's not quite a straight line, but it's a little bit curved. Those are the hardest lines to do. This is a very big, thick, chunky TV. Nobody has TVs like this anymore. Okay. Today I went and got a Starbucks because I usually don't go to Starbucks because there's a coffee place that's like literally right around the corner from where I live, like a 2-minute walk away. But my dentist gave me a Starbucks card, so I was like, I should use this. I know there's a Starbucks down the way. I'll just walk to that. It was a lot farther than I thought it would be. But that's okay. Here's their little Wii's dancing. Not anymore. I don't know what game they were playing. You make the call. Chris is just like, yep, I'll do it. What I'll say is appalled because they were probably borrowing this TV from somebody important. Susie was just taking the advice from the Spamton sweepstakes, which is kill your TV. Crush your TV with a battering ram. Roll over your TV with a steamroller, like Toby. Just get yourself a steamroller and roll over it. Steamroller. Get yourself a steamroller and roll over your TV. Spamton demands it. Or else. Or do the glasses in a separate color later. Seriously, we can't return that. Ah. Oh, it's my time to stretch. So I gotta do that. Stretchy time! Gotta keep my wrist in shape. Whew, here we go. Ooh, ow. Oh, I felt that nerve. Ouch. That was great. Oh. A little bit of too much of a stretch. Also got a new rubber ball today for the purposes of muscle massage on my arm. So I guess you can use tennis balls, but they're a little hard because they're really small. Hard finding the right combo works for you. Okay. I'll be back for one more stretch. Oh, I just remembered I need to do my grocery thing as well. Shoot. I need to order my groceries for the week, so they'll come on time. Oh, it's really frustrating with those groceries too, because they have like a minimum amount you have to pay for it, and they keep upping that amount. Now you have to have a minimum of $60 in order to get a delivery. And I need to get delivered, at least some groceries delivered, because those are the only places I can find the vegetables I can give to Alfie's. I can't find them at the grocery store I usually go to. So I have to get at least some of those. Alright, and for this last one, somebody asked for basically the two couple things to be switched, where Susie and Noelle get the swan ride, and Rossi and Chris get the Ferris wheel. I just thought that if Susie and Noelle were on the swan ride, Susie would get really annoyed because they keep getting stopped by puzzles and stuff. Whereas at least on the Ferris wheel, she can just have a nice talk with Noelle and nothing's bothering them until Birdley shows up. Like, you stupid hand blocking the stupid swan. Now what? It's from Pokemon Go. That's why she angry. You're gonna make her do puzzles. She hates that. That's true. Say, Noelle will probably be happy either way. Getting time alone with Susie. Whether it's swan boat or Ferris wheel, either way is good with her. Just Susie might not have as good of a time. Well, then Noelle could show off her puzzle solving skills, because nothing else, I think she's decent at that. She does do that video game glitch hunting. Although then again, there are a bunch of mice puzzles in the acid tunnel. But then again, I'm pretty sure she's over her fear of mice by that point, so you probably handle them okay. Shrink from the acid into mice. I'm gonna zoom out for this. Yeah, she's just back there like, hee hee. Talk to the hand. Dad, finger's wrong. Also, I did not reference this very much, so if it's wrong, then it's wrong. That's fine with me. Scrunched up swan boat. Phone going bloop bloop bloop. We have notifications. Everything. I don't like that. I will do like acid color for the water later. I'm back to giving her hoof hands. I can't decide what kind of hands to give her. Like, I know she has fingers, but I don't know. I think the hoof hands look better. can't help it. That's true, that's true. Rewatch some more The Owl House. Some of my old college friends were talking about if anybody had finished it, and I was like, yes, I finished Owl House, you should too, you would really like it. Because it's very good. Cartoons I need to catch up on. I'm still watching Bluey because it makes me happy. It's so sweet. Well, I might run out of that soon because I think I'm on season 3 and I think that's as far as they've updated with it, if I recall correctly. I don't know. I have to look it up. Make sure I save often. There they are on Ferris wheel. I kind of feel like Ferris wheel would be even more awkward. I don't know how much Chris would talk if they were on the Ferris wheel. Oh, cool. I'm glad you're sharing it with him. Yeah, it's excellent. There really is a lot of good animation out nowadays. We are spoiled. I mean, there was definitely a lot of good stuff, you know, when I was a kid too, but we got a whole generation of people, including me, who were raised on cartoons and really want to try and make good cartoons for kids nowadays, although it's definitely difficult some days because you need proper budget and time to do that. You don't necessarily have that. Yeah, I'm glad you're streaming that on DC because that's a good show. And yeah, Amphibia and Owl House were kind of like sister shows. They came out around the same time. Creators pretty much knew each other. Man, I've just been so used to drawing the Deltarune version of Chris that I'm kind of like, no, I have to make more armor on them. Like, no, I don't. They have regular, basic armor and cannon. Silly. Oh yeah, the end of season 2 of Amphibia is just, damn. Oh, that's good stuff. It's also extremely tense. Especially with where they leave Marcy at the end of that season. Another thing there. Yeah, that was a great cliffhanger ending there they had at the end of that season. Yeah, it was really good. One thing I wish is that maybe season 3 could be a little longer. They could have spent like a little bit more time transitioning from the real world back to Amphibia, but not that bad actually. It's really hard to nail timing, pacing kind of things, especially with something as fickle as TV animation. You never quite know, sometimes until like the last minute, what you're gonna get in terms of what the studio says, and like, sure, you can do this. Like, you can ask for stuff, but it doesn't mean you'll get it. Very fickle. So in that sense, I think they did very well with what they were able to do. Honestly, just working in animation, it's a miracle anything gets made. It's all really hard. It takes so much time. You got so many people all working in various disciplines, all trying to do their best. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's the kind of thing that's like, okay, you can kind of tell that this was planned to go a little differently, but they had to kind of rewrite it, which, again, like, when you're planning that kind of stuff, you try and do your best to, like, do it the way you want to, but how much time and space you have to tell the story you want to tell is very, very rarely actually in your control. So, you try and do the best you can in terms of that. Like, Gravity Falls actually got kind of lucky in that Alex Hirsch was like, I'm going to keep it to 2 seasons, and that's what I'm going to do. Usually you don't get that kind of say in, like, how many seasons you have. And you gotta just kind of work around it. Actually having a say over how long your show is not the norm, unfortunately. And that can be really tough, because you're like, well, no, I need more time to tell this story. They're like, nope, you get no more time. Or you can be like, well, no, I have all the story I've told. I don't want to go any further. And they're like, nope, we want to sell these toys, so do more. So. Oh yeah, like, you look at Gravity Falls, there was so much foreshadowing Easter eggs, like, back when it was first airing, it was kind of a fun game, actually, to, like, watch through and look for certain clues and stuff that was hidden in it. Because they would do that kind of thing. They would hide interesting things in there. See, Alex Hirsch had some gravity, or not gravity, galaxy brain thinking at some points. He, like, released fake spoilers onto Reddit or something using a pseudonym, and then kind of vague posted about it, acting like, oh no, all this stuff has been spoiled. I'm so mad about it, so people would believe it was real. And it turned out he totally planted those fakes himself, so he was way ahead of the game on that. Do green lines for Ralph's glasses 3 times over. Oh yeah, and the acid. We gotta do the acid. Green all glasses. So yeah, undoubtedly there were some Gravity Falls secrets and Easter eggs hidden in there. Like, I'm not even aware of all of them. I just know that there were, like, people that were following that very closely. Solving the mysteries. Like you do. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna stop all these. Let's, do some, shading stuff here. Acids. I think even after Gravity Falls finished, Alex Hirsch did like this kind of ARG style thing where people could like find an old Bill Cipher statue buried in the woods or something. Follow all these clues to find it, and that's pretty fun. I always I've never participated in one, but I've always found ARGs to be really neat. It'd be cool if we could do that sometime. Okay. I'm going to a little bit down there so that I can do the other shape and stuff. Let's do like the inside of the swan boat. Kinda wonder if I should have the inside of this lit or let's do the outside so I know that it's like Cyber City. Just wanted that contrast. Pokey is your favorite Earthbound character? He's so punchable. Like, he's funny, but it's like, oh, you're such a little brat. Shut up. I mean, I am kind of spoiled on stuff that happens to him. I know that he shows up in the end, and I also know that he's in Mother 3, so obviously he gets out of whatever happens in Earthbound. But, yeah, he's very punchable. It's like, why are you like this, child? You're so bad. Okay. Yeah. Again, I basically just watched like a Super Eye Patch Wolf video on that. But yeah, he's like he's in Mother 3. I won't go into like spoilery stuff from that because I'm sure I'll play it at some point. But I'm just aware that he's in Mother 3. And I wonder, like, why was Mother 2 the only one that got a separate name, Earthbound? He's the OG. I gotta look back up Sunny's outfits. I can't remember which parts are black. Because I know he's a lot of black in his outfit. Sunny. Okay, that's what it is. Do his shoes though. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I know they never released Earthbound 3, Mother 3 in the States either. Which is too bad. Man, that'd be a giant tizzy if they actually like a Nintendo Direct sometimes they're like, guess what guys? Mother 3 on the Switch. People would be like, ah! They would explode. But I highly doubt that's ever gonna happen. Sadly. At least we're getting Ghost Trick. Or we have gotten Ghost Trick now. Ah! Yeah, it really would. People would be all over that. They'd be really excited. Let's see. Mostly white. I mean, I would absolutely play it on the Switch if I could. But, yeah. I don't think that'll ever happen. For probably a number of reasons. Oh, gotta keep an eye on the stuff. Alright. We're almost done with these things. Because these are just quick Tumblr doodles. I don't want to spend too long on them. 'Cause I've got plenty of other stuff to do. Yeah. Oh, no wonder that was one. Yeah. Wrong. I just want to make a little backlog of doodles. Because, yeah, it'll be a while before we get more Deltarune comics. Regardless of what they are, it'll be a number of pages, and work is very, very busy, and probably will be busy into the future for a couple of months. So, just gotta squeeze in stuff when I can. If I spread these out over a little bit, then that'll be helpful. Yeah, good plan, right? Yeah. Okay, this is just a... I'm like, why can't I hear the music? It's because it's quiet water. And it's literally very quiet water. It's living up to its name. I didn't want that to be overpowering. I'm sure my fan's probably louder, honestly. Or pumpkin, whichever one you prefer. Although I feel like if I was going to do another OG RPG Maker kind of thing, I feel like Yumi Nikki should be in here. But I've never played Yumi Nikki. And I wonder if I should sometime. Although I'm guessing just from the looks of it, it's like, you know, there's not really much in it to do except wander around and see neat things. Okay. I'll do a bunch of erasing there. Maybe I'll get to that. I'll get to it now. Let's just do it now. Erase away. Susie strikes a pose. She's good at video game. She's good at video game like I am, which is to say, questionably. Video games. I realize I'm like, who owned the, like, we had a Wii in our house for a while. I'm trying to figure out who owned it. I feel like it was my brother, but I can't remember which brother of mine was the one that owned the Wii, because I have two brothers. And they were pretty much one of the main ways we got consoles, because my parents did not like them, so pretty much if you wanted a console, you had to buy it yourself. At least when we were kids. Like, I didn't really have much in the way of consoles when we were kids, because, again, parents didn't like those. It was like a special treat for us. We're like, okay, we're gonna go to Blockbuster, and we're gonna rent you a Nintendo 64 for the weekend, and you can play it over the weekend. We were like, yeah! And that was so exciting. We had a whole 2.5 days where we could play Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64. Because otherwise we didn't have one. Special treat time. It's probably a good thing we didn't though, because otherwise I probably would have just been on my computer all day, and I don't know if that would have been super good for me. At least when I was little. Because I'm on the computer all day anyway, so oh well. When I was back in the 90s, that wasn't quite as much of a thing. It was a little bit of a thing, but not as much as it is today. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Estate sale. Huh. That's a lot of stuff. 2 SNES. Wow. Now I just gotta find a bunch of old games for it. Go to town. You can go to a garage sale and pick up a weird copy of a game that was scratched out with Sharpie. Got yourself a creepypasta right there. I kid, those are fun. Legitimately, when like, cause I was reading like the deducible Ben Drown thing like as it was coming out, and at the time I was just so spooked. I was so spooked by it. I was like, oh, I know it's not real, but it's scary. And nowadays it seems silly, but at the time it was pretty new. It was pretty neat. I knew that the footage had been fake, but I didn't know how it had been fake, so it was just cool. It's scary. I didn't follow any of the ARG stuff with it though, because that got a little too complicated. Where it's just the spooky video was enough for me. Oh, $50. That's a pretty good deal. Aw, that's too bad. Hopefully you can get the N64 working. Yeah, like basically 4 old consoles for like $50. Yeah. Oh wait, no, 5 consoles. You got like 2 of each. Yeah. That's a pretty good deal. Especially if you know how to clean them. And even if you don't know how to clean them, I'm sure you can look it up online and they'll have some instructions on how to do that. Yeah, I think the first console we technically had was an N64, and it was not because my parents bought it. It was because my youngest brother had a friend who was pretty wealthy, and I think that's not unlikely. We were living in Malibu, who gave him an N64 console for his birthday. My parents are not going to be like, well, you can't have that birthday present, so they're like, okay, you can have the console. So that was his present, but we all kind of used it. Or my brothers mostly used it. Okay, that's good that they're pretty simple to clean. Yeah, seems like they would be. Mostly, my other younger brother was really big into Zelda, and I would watch him play Zelda. He would play all the way through Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And every time he played Majora's Mask, he would like get every mask so that he could get like the Fierce Deity mask, and then win with Fierce Deity. So he would play very thoroughly every time, and I would just watch him play, and it was fun. I want to talk about something he showed me in regards to his artwork with Zelda. But I don't know if I can, because it's his to share, but it's really cool. I want to say that my younger brother is also a really amazing artist. Just in different ways than I am. He does different kinds of art than I do. But he doesn't really share it online, unfortunately. It's kind of for himself. But he is also a super talented artist. He got like the full end of patience, whereas I didn't. Like me going into storyboards, like I have 0 patience now, and I just blaze through drawings like super fast, because otherwise I'm just like, ah, it's taking too long. And he's the opposite. He'll spend like hours and hours and hours really fine tuning and making really beautiful, detailed artworks when he does them. And they blow my mind. But he has better patience than I do. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, the infamous water temple, Ocarina of Time. No, like, the only time I actually played Ocarina of Time myself, I did play it on the 3DS, and I think they changed some stuff with the water temple that made it easier for that version. Because I had friends who were like, oh boy, what is the water temple? It's really frustrating. And I was like, okay, here I go. And it wasn't that bad. Mostly because I think they, like, labeled all of the floors for it. Okay, one of my brothers is a teacher. The other one is not an actor. He does work in theater, though. He's not really in theater anymore, but he does do, like, set design and environment design. Like, he basically kind of does, like, event planning and stuff like that. So he's really, really good at, like, designing sets, building sets, models, basically planning how a space is going to look. He's done that for theater. He's done it for events, like, he's regularly worked on Super Bowl stuff, that kind of thing. So that's why he's an artist, is that he will design environments for various things. But yeah, he's not as much in theater acting. Like, my brothers did do acting in, like, high school, but not professionally as much. Okay, wow, are we done with these? I think so. Oh, it's time for my stretch. Cool. Maybe I'll squeeze in one more thing after the stretch. But yeah, one of my brothers does teach, and I think he's doing pretty well with that. And the other one, I'm actually not sure if he's still doing at the place he was previously. He was talking about moving around career stuff, but basically that's what he does, is designs spaces for theater, events, that kind of stuff. And in the past, he's done stuff like lighting design, stage management. So he is very talented at art, just in a very different way than I am. Which is cool. We run the whole gamut. I guess I could say that my other brother is talented in writing. I'm sure he writes a lot of stuff, but he doesn't draw as much. And I guess I could actually say he's talented, I guess, with acting, because you kind of have to do that when you're teaching, especially teaching kids. Like, I think the most successful teachers, they kind of also have to be entertainers, which is hard. It's hard to entertain people, like 30 people in your room or whatever, who all have very different needs, but at the same time also impart tons of important information to them. And that's a hard thing to do. But he manages it. Alright, thanks so much for coming to the stream, and I hope you sleep well. I'm going to finish pretty quickly anyway. I'm going to probably do one little thing with my fursona here. I'm going to color it. And then I also got to head off, because I got to do a bunch of stuff. And then tomorrow is back to work, doing my job. Alright, be right back for one more stretch. I'm glad I got that new rubber ball. Alright, I'll probably do these later. But yeah, we got a bunch of doodles done, which we'll post spread out a bit. I did work on some character sheets, but we'll probably get to those later. Somebody asked for Eldritch me, so there you go. Me looking at screens all day. That's the Eldritch me. But here's a weird little staring into the camera. Trying to do a fisheye lens. I don't know if I was necessarily successful, but attempts were made. So we'll just give this a little color real quick because it's not going to take that long to do it. And then I think we'll call it done. Just wanted to get all these little doodles done. And then we'll see what happens with that pole, which has been neck and neck, and it's been driving me crazy because I'm like, which one are we doing first? Like I'm gonna eventually do both, or actually, I'll probably eventually do all 4 of those that are on the pole, but just more curious about what order we were going in. And it's very close. Got less than a day left. Fursona. Little ear tufts. Sent me a gift from the Pokemon Go. Okay. Let's do some color. Finish up this real quick, and then that'll be everything done except for the Deltarune color cards, which I can work on later. I've still got to write up a ton of stuff for other characters. I've got so many characters to do for that. I got a lot of people asking for like minor characters in Deltarune, and I'm like, I don't really want to spend time just noodling every minor character if I do a color card for them later, and I got comics to do now. What did I do? I was deleting layers left and right. No! That's the wrong button for sure. You do more stuff with my fursona. I haven't done that much. I should do more. What was this color? Must use it for something. I can't remember. quite line up with the thing that I already drew. And that one's it, yes. Yeah, oh no. Once again, wrong layer. It's just me looking into the, I'm at your house, I'm at your front door, and I'm looking through the little hole. There are people like, hello, I've rung your doorbell. Let me in so that we may go get smoothies together. That is my purpose. Or boba. Shading down there too, just in case. Maybe I should have looked up like fisheye lens, bird stares directly into the camera kind of thing. I'm sure people have a bunch of those from like those little like bird feeder cams. Those are always very neat. Then again, I don't think they have like fisheye lens for those. They have regular things. Hello, thank you for coming. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go too much longer. This is just a short stream because I'm going to have to head off soon to take care of some things. But we were just doing we're doing a little fursona drawing now. And previously we were doing some Deltarune doodles from asks. So those will trickle in bit by bit so that I can spread them out. Because otherwise I'm going to be very busy with work and other things. Next anthofractal, whatever that may be. We'll see. Do I not save that color? I should have saved this color. There's me staring going, got any Twizzlers? Give me your Twizzlers. And in the group chat the other day, people were making fun of me so bad because I said I like Twizzlers. Like, you can't, not allowed to like Twizzlers. It's evil. And I'm like, no, I like Twizzlers. And they were being so mean about it. Like, normally, like, okay, people have their preferences, but they're, like, being really mean. Like, come on, dude. Don't be like that. People are allowed to like things. And not like things. Yeah, I like the strawberry Twizzlers. The cherry ones are okay if they're the nibs, but if you give me a choice, I prefer the strawberry ones. And I'll be honest, I even like those like ridiculous kind of rubbery ones that like are filled with gel and stuff like that, even though every time I eat them, they like give me a tummy ache. I like feel bad after I eat them, but I'm like, I'm gonna eat them anyway. Because they taste good. Even though they're kind of this Play-Doh texture. I'll fully admit that. But I'll still eat them. Because I like them. Yeah, they were talking about how you have to eat black licorice. I'm like, I don't want black licorice. It's gross. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Maybe as I get older, my taste will change. But right now, that's a no for me. Like, if you're gonna give me a old person candy, old timey candy, give me a Werther's. Those are good. We used to get Werther's all the time, and they were delicious. So Werther's. Definitely better than black licorice. I'm staring. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of a camera backdrop here. Oh, we blew through that really quickly. Let's see, it'll be huge. Yeah. This is me looking into your camera. Whoa. Me at your door. And I come in, I just read the internet like this. And there we have it! Yay! Accomplished all the things I wanted to do. Get rid of Noah, antlers here. Got all of these done, plus the ones on the other page. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Got that. Oh, I also, let's see if I can go to that. Oh, we also did Susie. So we need to do Susie and Noelle in terms of color. But that'll take a little longer, so I'll do that later. At a different time. We did some fursona things, so yay! I tackled my to-draw list pretty extensively. Phew! Alright. So, this is a bit of a short stream. But that is where we're gonna stop for now. So I'm gonna get up and stretch here before we stop it, and then I have to do a couple of things before we head on over. Whew. Yeah. Thank you guys very much for what are you blopping about? Stop that. What are you blopping about? Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I'm not sure when the next art stream will be. I mean, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to do it on Sunday. But I might not be able to, depending on, one, if I finish Amphifractal in time, and two, what else I've got to do otherwise. Like, I'm gonna hang out with a friend Saturday for a bit that I haven't seen in a while, so I really want to hang out with her. And so any work I do on Saturday I might not get to because I'll be with the friend. But yeah, hopefully we'll do another art stream on Sunday. If not, there will at least be Earthbound on Friday. Make more progress in that. But yeah, all of these silly drawings I will disperse on the tumblers eventually. But yeah, thanks so much for coming to the stream. And I hope you all, if you're in the United States, I hope you've had a good holiday and you get some good food and fireworks and all of that. If you're not, I hope you have a good day anyway. So yeah, thanks a bunch for coming to the stream, everybody. And I'll see you all very soon. Right. See you later. Oh yes, if you can get to sleep, definitely do. Sleep is good. Alright, good night, and see you all later.